The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hearts that listen. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Magandang gabi po and welcome to our Chooseday Choose Family
Chooseday. It's another exciting night for us today, no? And because we actually have a guest, no?
Yes, but i-welcome muna kita, love. Welcome,
Dad.
Coach Senas. Okay.
It has been a long day, Dad, right?
Yeah, it was a long day.
Holiday.
Yeah, kasi tomorrow is December na. No?
Okay.
December 1 na. So,
but before we go to December 1, it's actually November 30, Bonifacio Day. But most importantly, it is a cut-off day for us.
Yeah, kaya nga no? Kami rin, we had our virtual homecoming sa seminary. So, we had a long day but a very fruitful day. No? So, shout out, happy birthday, Cubs Axel Alcanzar.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, we were saying we do have a guest tonight, no? And it's the
review
first
muna
time.
Tayo, review muna tayo. Kasi last kasi, no, di ba, the gift of laughter. Di ba? So, ngayon, meron naman tayong gift na ibibigay nga sa kanila. Kasi meron tayong guest, no, na mag-share sa atin, no, about parenting, no, parenting, no, especially sa mga toddlers, love, no? Toddlers ang pag-usapan natin ngayon.
We all know that toddlers can be really a handful, no? Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? They start yung mga terrible twos, yung they are so curious and they move around so much, and basically the problem of the parent is how do we keep them occupied?
Yes.
No? How do we keep them busy? And we have somebody tonight, no, who can definitely help us on this because she's an expert, no? She's a parenting coach, actually.
Yes, and
right?
also a performance coach and certified arts therapist siya.
Oh, wow. We need to know what that is. Right?
Yes, maya, i-share niya. And, no, so kung mga parents ngayon, no, na mga nanonood, no, sa may mga toddlers, please engage, no, please engage kung may mga question kayo or comments. So, ladies and gentlemen, no, let's welcome our guest for tonight, no, si ANABELLE, Coach ANABELLE Coloma.
Hi!
Coach Bell, hi! Good evening!
Hi!
Welcome to Family Chooseday, Coach!
Okay.
Yeah.
Bell, magandang gabi. Kumusta?
Okay, magandang gabi din sa inyo, Coach Sisoy and Coach Sena. Salamat, no, sa pag-imbita sa akin tonight. So, it's Bonifacio Day, it's holiday.
But parang hindi holiday, Coach, no? Sobrang busy.
Oo nga, oo. Yan, blessing yun, blessing, no?
Actually,
Blessing
yes. Actually, but tonight is also even a greater blessing for us, Coach, no? No matter how long the day is, we always look forward to Tuesday nights because of this program, no? You choose Family Tuesday. And we are blessed tonight with your presence, Coach. No? And yeah, please tell us about yourself muna before we go into the activity tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, before I tell about myself, no, I would just like to commend this show. Ang ganda nito, no? Ang ganda ng title niya, Choose Family Tuesday. Di ba? Very creative. So anyway, this is also a blessing for me, no, na naimbitahan ako ninyo ni Coach Sisoy. Nag-chat lang kami kasi nga it has been quite a while. Magto 2 years na kasi nga before the pandemic I had a child development center. So because of what happened, no, nagka-pandemic tayo. So sinara namin 'yon kasi nga hindi na pwede, no, during the pandemic. So what I am going to do tonight, ano na to? The last time I did this was 2 years ago.
So refresher.
Oo, refresher. Parang
Pero
refresher.
coach, before we go
tonight.
on into that, tell us muna what you do. Ano yung
Oo.
pinagkakabisihan niyo po?
Oo.
Okay, so ngayon, I went back to corporate, pero hindi na pwede sabihin yung ano dito, yung
Yes,
company
yes,
name.
you do
But
understand.
but I'm into capability coaching and performance coaching of salespeople. So
Salespeople.
yan yung pinagkakaabalahan ko ngayon. So every day I coach area managers and yeah, siguro I think you are quite familiar with that also, Coach Tenas. Kasi yung ating industry is
Yeah.
medyo similar yan. Medyo
Correct.
similar. So,
Yes. And
yeah.
coach, there's this thing, no? There's this parang credential na naka-attach dyan. Certified Arts Therapist. Ngayon ko lang kasi
Yeah.
naririnig yan, coach.
Yung arts therapist kasi dalawang klase din yan, Coach. Yung sa akin is in therapy. Dalawa kasi yan, in therapy and as therapy. Pag sinabi mong arts therapist ka as therapy, yun yung mga dapat ano ka dyan, licensed psychologist, yung mga ganyan. So, but when you say in therapy, you can use the different form of arts in as a medium for training. So, yun siya. So, we have the visual arts, the movement and imagination,
Yes.
photography, painting.
Very interesting, ha?
Yeah, I think Coach Sisoy had seen one of those now. I integrate it when I do trainings. No? Do you remember, Coach Sisoy, yung ginawa natin before, yung ginagawa ko na selfie?
Ayan, during one of our activities, no? May client tayo na ano.
So yeah, that's one of an arts therapy activity, and yung what do you call this emoji? Yung di ba we connected it to the emojis. So parang just to understand where they are now, how they feel. So instead of using talk, asking them kung how are you, mga ganyan. So we did it, yung selfie, then you put an emoji to that selfie para lang malaman natin kung ano yung state of mind nila ngayon. Yung mga ganyan. So,
Okay.
even tonight, itong gagawin natin, this is also a form of art, no? Pero may halo lang siya na sensory. So marami siya actually. Every activity na pwede mong gawin, even especially when you do your parenting sa mga anak ko. So I integrate it with arts therapy. So when my daughter, for example, feels bad, I would do yung ano naman, yung movement and imagination. So like I will tell her about imagine yourself being a butterfly, mga ganyan. So, and then after that, she will tell me na, Mommy, I feel good about exercise. Yeah. So maraming pwede pag-usapan kasi pag parenting, no? It's a very,
of course.
very vast na topic. Pero tonight, we will focus lang muna sa toddlers, no? And
Toddlers,
then,
yes. Because I think, Coach, no, that would be, that is the start of yung mga grabbing challenge na. Kasi yung infant naman,
pwede mo iwan.
Kargahin mo lang, na. But, the toddler starts to walk around, starts to talk and talk back, yung mga ganyan, no?
Yes.
So, and the challenge of the parent now is to keep them occupied, no? And, engaged, siguro. And ang tendency kasi natin, Coach, pag toddler, di ba, meron tayong parang child-proofing the house. Di ba? But baka super excess na yan na parang wala namang sensory. may ano na tuloy, nagkaka-sensory deprivation na yung bata.
Tapos ang password palagi, Coach Bell, di ba? Coach Senas is don't. Yan ang password palagi. No, don't.
Don't move.
Yeah.
So yun.
I don't know if you are familiar with yung kay Piaget child development principle niya, no? Yung sinasabi niya na SEM. So let the child experience all the development stages. Like first is sensory. So ito yung gagawin natin ngayon. Sensory is very important.
Excited
no?
kami, excited.
And then pangalawa niyan is let the child experience. So ang common mistake kasi natin, lalo na pag panganay, di ba? Siguro may maraming ano dito, maraming guilty yung lahat na lang ipapa-alcohol. Pero ngayon kasi yun na yung dapat yung alcohol. Pero before, di ba? Tapos pag naglalakad yung bata, for example sa street, tapos hinawakan ng bata yung bato, oh, it's dirty. Parang gano'n, di ba? Pag hinawakan ng bata yung dahon, ay, no. So, puro no.
Magkaka-allergic ka.
Oo.
Relate kami, relate.
Paranoid parents.
Yeah. Kaya lang, syempre, mga parents, di ba? So, hindi naman tayo lahat, expert in parenting about this, especially. Like, ako naman, hindi naman talaga ako masasabi na expert because I'm not a teacher. No? But nung nagkaroon ako ng interest in child development and I became a parent, no, with the influence of my mother-in-law. Yung mother-in-law ko talaga ang child development expert. So ako yung influenced lang ako. So I went into training na lang. So I went into training and did some research like yung portage, child development checklist, 'di ba? So mas praning siguro ako sa inyo kasi pati yung pinag-aralan ko para ma-check na na tama yung child development stages ng mga anak ko. Diba? Tapos to the point na I left my job, no, yung corporate world for 5 years para to focus on this and to really, make it a career na kung paano ka gawing balanse yung growth ng mga bata. Pero ang nalaman ko lang,
I just like to share an experience, Coach, no, how praning I was when my first 2 children were younger, no. Si Sandy is actually in the room right now, no, and she's watching. But one time kasi, she went out. She was very young, about 2 years old, just starting to talk, and she was carrying a plastic bag. Okay, a plastic bag, and I was starting to worry because kasi syempre iniisip namin when a child carries a plastic bag, pull it over, diba? We've always been warned. They're gonna put it over their heads and they will suffocate, diba? And so I was with my dad. My dad was also there. We were saying, no, let go of the plastic bag. So parang nagpapanik kami. And Sandy was looking at the plastic bag and she looked at us and said, di man na ako kaunon. I will not eat this. Parang ganyan. Parang di ba natatauhan tayo ng sobrang kapraningan talaga.
Because ganun din ang training eh.
Yung bata na nagsabi, relax.
Kasi ganun din, di ba? Most of the influences, ganun din tayo eh. Pag mo nakahawak.
Yes.
So, transfer lang.
Yun din, importante, no, na we have to learn also. Kaya sabi ko, dapat yung child development, kasali siya dapat sa school, di ba? Kasi eventually, hindi man tayo lahat magiging parents, pero mas maganda yung may background tayo about child development because siya integral, no? Kumbaga, is a core of also having relationship with other people. Kasi pag napag-aralan mo siya, madudugtong mo lahat, kaya siya ganito. It will always go back to the childhood. Kaya naging interest din siya sa akin kasi nga, especially yung toddlers, the first 3 years, yun yung sa akin, pinaka-interest ko.
Critical.
Yeah, because yun yung pinaka-critical, di ba? Yun yung, it will be the foundation of the person pag lumaki siya. So, kaya masyadong doon ako nakatutok. So, yun.
Okay, let's start.
So, I guess we're ready for your activity tonight.
Yeah.
Coach.
So, the first activity, ayan, ko lang muna ang camera, adjust ko. Ayan, para makita ninyo. Okay, so, kaya ako nandito sa dining room para makita ninyo yung gagawin na activity. And since yung mga materials natin na ingredients galing din dito nasa kitchen lang. So, this exercise is purposely ganito para, kasi di ba yung mga bata, yung kasali dyan sa curiosity nila is yung ilalagay sa mouth.
Yes.
Whatever they touch, no? They touch. Kasi nga, they are still in the sensory. So, yung sensory naman natin, may limang basic. May limang basic yan siya. Una-una is, ano ba yon? Sense of touch. The sense of touch is actually the most developed paglabas ng baby sa tummy.
Yeah.
No? Di ba? Kasi yun yung, yung sense of touch,
sensory receptor sa skin is already there, developed.
And then, it's very important din kaya yung it builds yung EQ ng bata.
Yep.
So, the more touched yung baby, mas mataas yung kanyang magiging EQ, no? Paglaki niya. So, what we are doing right now is a homemade clay. This is a homemade clay.
Clay.
This is clay. Yeah, So, ang unang ingredient natin, ito, talikod na lang. All-purpose flour. Ayan, all-purpose flour. Kahit yung third class lang, no? Wag naman yung cake flour. So, siguro ilan na gawin natin, else? 3 scoops. Sige, 3 scoops gagawin ko. 3 scoops. Ayaw magpakita nung aking assistant eh.
Yeah.
Dito lang daw siya sa side, tigbigay ng ano. Ayan, so 2. Okay, matatapos naman tayo ng 1 hour nito eh. 3. Okay, sige. So that's the first ingredient, no, yung flour. Then ang second, hulaan nyo kung ano.
Water.
Hindi, meron pang isa.
Sugar.
Salt.
Salt.
Okay, yes.
Asin.
Sige, buksan mo, i-cut mo. Please. Okay, thank you. So, yan, half lang. So, the asin, actually, it will help, una-una, it will help preserve, no, yung clay natin na hindi kaagad siya mapanis. Ayan. And then, pangalawa, meron kasi siyang texture, no, when you touch. So, it will help also
from the
sa
flour.
texture. And then, ayan, mix ko lang. Mix lang natin. So, syempre, yung bata, yung papagawa natin dito with the assistance of the parent.
Yes.
Okay. Sige. So, else, please give me 1 cup of water. 1 cup, yung malaki. Ayan, okay. So, 1 cup of water.
Siguro yung bata pag pinapa-assist, sobrang excited sila, no, na finally they can get dirty.
Yeah.
Oo. Kasi
allowed sila maging messy kasi lahat ng sinasabi ni nanay tatay, wag maging messy. Ngayon, pwede akong maging messy.
When I was still doing this, kasi yung program ko po nito, Coach Zenas, it's a parent-child class.
Oh, okay.
Oo, kasama si mommy noon or si daddy. Minsan yung mga daddy sumasama, pati lola, pati mga ate, para alam din nila kung paano gawin pagdating sa bahay. So this one, ayan. So this is very important, no? Because this is, una-una, this is the sense of touch. Diba? Ito yung sense of touch. And then the child, no, must be able to touch different textures. Kasi yan yung mag-teach sa kanila on how to identify things in the future. So, kaya kailangan ma-experience nila. So, kung balikan natin yung sinabi ni kanina ni Piaget, di ba? Let them experience para mas matuto sila. No? So, allow them to learn by experience. Can you please give me some more else water? So, yan. Pag ginawa to ng bata, siya talaga, no? Siya talaga. Si Mami, nandyan lang sa side, assist. And then, si Mami dapat relax lang. Oo.
Okay.
Wag yung, ay, baka makalap. Oo.
Parang ma-relax din naman siguro si Mommy dyan, no? It's like, It's a
Oh.
relaxful exercise also with the hands.
So, parang ano to, toddler and parents talaga magre-relax. Diba?
Yes. So actually, yung mga parents dati, ang ending, sila yung naglalaro.
The child in us.
Oo, the child in us. Ang nangyayari, ay, please, dagdag natin, konti. So dahan-dahan lang hanggang, ayan. So para lang nag-need, di ba? So and then, what's nice about this, kung actual nyo siya ma-experience, is na-feel nyo yung asin eh. So yung asin has a texture. No? It has a texture na pag hinawa ka ng bata, so it will trigger some nerves, yung mga ayan, may mga nagsesend na mga signals sa brain niya. So na-activate. Okay, yan. So else, can you give me a little flour? Kasi parang nasobrahan yung ating So lipat ko na siya dito sa tray. Kasi mamaya, kasi kompleto to siya, no? Meron tayong sense of touch. And okay, yan mo lang. Okay, thank you. And yan. So kung mahilig ka mag-bake, lang to.
Well, yung material na yan are available sa pantry, no, sa kitchen.
Yes, nandyan lang to sa kitchen natin, 'di ba? So, after pag okay na yung kanyang ayan, na okay na yung kanyang texture, hindi na masyadong malagkit. Yan. Let's divide this into 4. Okay. Divide natin siya into 4. Then can you please open the color? Yan. And then even the color, yung gagamitin natin, kasi this one is we are already touching the sense of sight. Yan.
Yeah.
Okay, the sense of sight. So, we will also add color. Anong color to? Red. But even the color is, ang ginagamit natin, food color.
Food color.
Food
So
color.
it's very
Yeah, to be safe. So kahit, depende kung gaano ka-dark ang gusto nyo. So, I'm putting here 3 dots. 3 drops. Okay, so red, yellow, 1, 2, 3. And then, green. What else? What color do you have? Blue. Ayan. So pag nagka-color na yan, may excite na yung mga bata. Tapos yung mga estudyante ko noon, pag-uwi daw, kahit buong araw, ito yung ginagawa nila. So, yeah. What's good about it is pwede silang ma-veer away from the gadgets.
Ay, that's nice.
Kasi nga, malilibang. So, yung attention nila, can you help me until the color comes out?
And Coach, dividing the clay into 4 actually is also an opportunity to start teaching them how to count.
Yeah.
Yes.
Counting, and then now there's shapes, and then there's color.
Yes.
Diba?
Later, after, di ba, pag nagka-color na siya, so they can already create mga shapes. Yan, pag dumating na dyan sila sa stage na yan, they become very excited. Kasi nakakagawa na sila ng kung ano-ano. Tapos sabi ng mga ma'am sa akin, Teach, alam mo, pagdating sa bahay, yung wall namin, marami nakadikit. Marami na nakadikit. Pero sabi mo kasi, let them experience, kaya hindi na namin pinapagalitan.
Yes, tama, no?
Yan. So, okay, so this is the red. Yan, may red na siya.
Yes. Yeah. And it's also very safe, so,
Yeah, pag halimbawa, kasi nga, the kids are very curious, especially if nasa, nasa stage na lahat nilalagay sa bunganga, diba? Kasi that's part of their experiences. So, gusto nila malaman kung ano yung lasa. So, pag nalagay ito sa mouth nila, they will know that what kind of taste is that. It's salty. May lasa siya. So, this is the red now. Pero pag pwede pa kasi to siya pag if you keep on kneading, pwede pa to maging deep red talaga na mag-even yung kanyang red. Ayan. So, nandiyan na yung red. Okay, give me the yellow. So, eto na yung yellow. Di pa
Nice.
masyadong light lang siya, but if you want to make it darker,
Add more.
Add more, add more color lang. Tapos this one naman, green. Yan. So you see if the kid will keep on doing this. So ang daming benefit sa kanya.
Yes. Also, yung
parang
pincer grass ba?
Oo, yung mga ganon-ganon, di ba? Ilalagay sa ano?
No, the motor development dyan.
The fine motor
skills, pincer grass, yung mga ganyan.
Yeah, it also develop focus.
Yeah, tama.
Yung focus niya. So instead na nandoon siya sa gadget. So ito na yung ginagawa niya.
Advisable dyan, Coach Bell, when you're doing that. Walang di ba meron kasi tayong yung gloves na cellophane.
Dapat walang gloves.
Kasi minsan, di ba, ayaw na, uso na kasi ngayon, but we encourage na dapat, talaga, bare hands.
Bare hands. Kasi siya is a sensory activity. Useless siya pag meron tayong gloves.
Yeah.
So
we will not achieve the
sensory stimulation ng bata pag may gloves.
Yes, walang sensory.
Meron tayong magandang question dito on the chat.
Yes.
From Anne Ali, G, can you flash it? May tendency po ba na mag-focus sa tasting ang toddler sa flour? Yung kinakain na lang niya parati tapos itapon tapos mag-mess up around the floor. Yes, there's a tendency talaga, Ana.
Yes, may tendency talaga siya. Kaya nga po, ang ginamit natin, puro ang materials natin, di ba? Yung pwedeng makain.
Yeah.
So,
okay lang yun, focus magkain.
Pero don't encourage.
Yeah, don't encourage.
That's another sense, actually, the sense of taste. So, pwede pa rin yun.
Pwede pa rin. Pag kinain niyo, sabihin mo, so how does it taste? It's salty. That's salty. That's the taste of salty.
Yes.
But based on experience naman, yung mga kids, very rare na kinakain nila. Kasi naka-focus sila sa sensory nila. Kasi yung stimulation nito, it gives them parang a soothing feel. But however, if your toddler has a different reaction when he touches this, that's a signal that you should continue on encouraging your child, mas gawin to hanggang masanay siya and hindi na siya magkaroon ng different reaction.
Because there may be kids who are sensitive or ayaw nila ng ganon, no?
Yeah, but if there are kids, this is kasi another in a broader child development discussion. This is another way of checking if there is a developmental red flag, no? Pag ayaw nito, or if may nahahawakan siya ng mga yung mga medyo tawag dito yung mga texture na like asin.
Coarse, yung pag-coarse na
Yes, yung coarse. So, that's a parang red flag yan.
Trigger na. Observe mo.
Yeah, it has to be observed. So, we have the blue.
Nice.
Blue
and yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow. Yeah, ang green, hindi pa masyado.
Yes.
Dagdagan na else.
Red.
Yeah, then the red.
Yeah. Parang tinapay na ba? Nakikita ko tinapay.
Tinapay na. Yeah. Sige, you drop some more. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep on kneading there sa side hanggang mag-dark green siya.
Coach, gusto ko lang i-acknowledge we have our regular guests also, no? Audience, no, in the room, no? We have of course Coach Loretta. Hi, Coach.
Magandang
Hi,
gabi,
Coach.
Evening, Coach Loretta.
Evening, Coach Loretta.
And we have Doc Arwin.
Doc Arwin.
And Doc Arwin, hi Doc. He's also saying that he does have sessions of arts therapy for San Lakbay community, community-based drug rehab program. No, so they also use
Yes, good.
arts therapy there. Thank you, Doc, for sharing. And
Yung toddler natin, yung
ang
toddler. Ang toddler namin.
Sandy is also here. Hi, Sans.
Hello, parentals. Hello, Coach Bell. Sabi niya. Okay. Si
Yeah.
Coach Beng, nandito rin.
Coach Beng is also here. And Coach Loretta says, tama nga daw, maraming bawal sa bahay. No? Maybe that, yun ba experience niyo, Coach, when you were growing up, Coach Loretta? And Coach Beng is saying, panganay daw siya. So I'm sure, Coach Beng, ang daming bawal growing
kasi
up. No?
Ang panganay experiment.
Experimental. Oo. Eh, ako bunso, so parang hayaan mo na yan.
Expert ng parents.
Expert na.
mo.
Oo, expert na ang parents. So, ayan siya. And then, like for example, I just want to share yung mga, yung mga common na ginagawa ng mga parents sa mga bata. So, like, una-una yun, yung if you touch a stone, parang, no, that's dirty. You touch a flower, no, that's dirty. Na kasi supposedly, pag hinawakan yun ng bata, at kasi nga, it's a sign that there is a curiosity sa bata. So, gusto niya malaman kung ano yun. So, instead of us saying na, no, don't touch that, it's dirty. You tell the child na, okay, so what's that? Yeah, it's a venue for learning. That's a stone. Okay, that's a stone. So you try to feel the stone. So how does it feel? Diba? So meron na siyang learning. So if he touches or she touches a leaf, so what's that? That's a leaf, anak. No, it's a green. The color is green.
Yeah.
Yeah. O kasi pag palagi tayong, no, dirty yan. So yung anak natin pag laki baka maging OC. Yung obsessive compulsive. Lahat tayong marumi. Yan. Tsaka it has also an effect sa mental health nila in the future, no? Pag laki nila. Ayan. So yun, 4 na. Yan. Taran!
Wow,
ayan, parang cookies na.
Cookies na, no? Galagyan ng butas, donut na.
Donut na. Diba? Ayan. Okay, so you create some shapes there. So yung ang assistant ko sa tabi, she will create shapes, and then later. So my assistant here is actually 10 years old already, but she still enjoys doing it. So even kasi na-discover din namin that even the parents, like ako, I like doing it kasi it's so relaxing. No, nakaka-relax ka. Yan. So
totoo yan actually, Coach Bell, no? Like for example, when I'm so stressed, I just do something with my hands, like for example, yung mag-color, and it takes you off whatever is stressing you, mag-color or ng beads.
Dami na naming painting sa bahay. No?
Ang mga beads, di ba? So, if it works for us as adults, how much more for kids, no? And they actually learn, no? Doing, while they're doing
learning by doing, no? Ang gandang experience niyan, no?
Ang dami nilang natutunan.
Huwag natin hintayin na sa school pa nila matutunan.
Yes.
Di ba? Dapat, no, as parents, no, mayroon na silang early learning dito sa bahay.
So ano siya, yun nga, dapat they experience it, so then we allow them to move. Kasi yung kay Piaget, di ba, is sensory, experience, move, and master. So that at the age of, di ba, usually ang age of yung totoong school na talaga is 7 years old. So by the time 7 years old na sila, whatever yung mga developments nila in their first stage, no, dapat pagdating nila sa school, na master na nila yon. So it's not about reading, it's not about accounting, but it's more of the cognitive development, the sense, the gross and fine motor skills,
yes.
yung language and the social skills. So, yan. So, yun yung dapat yung ma-master nila. Kasi ang nangyayari sa atin ngayon, I don't know why it happened, no? Pero yung mga parents, they are so conscious and parang they're so proud if their child can already read at the age of 2. But they can count at the age of 2. But they do not know what is rough and what is soft. Yung parang gano'n. So, kasi pagdating ng time naman, pag nasa school na, like when you're in high school already, it wouldn't matter anymore kung kailan ka natuto nagbasa. 2 years old ka ba or 8 years old? It doesn't matter anymore. Yes.
Parehas sa bahay, coach. Like, for example, this is also different. It's about communication, no? Like, some parents or some households would really insist that they speak English in the house. Di ba? May mga ganyan. And then they leave special instructions with the helper. Dapat English lang ha sa bata.
Yes.
But in our house, it's different. We actually tell our helper or whoever is left with the kid, just talk to the kid.
Yes.
Bahala o Bisaya. It's okay. Just talk to the kid, no? And we encourage them to talk also in any, it's either Bisaya, because it's for us, it's Bisaya or English, no? Bisaya, English, Tagalog, for as long as they're able to express. Anyways, when they go naman to school, they will learn.
Yes.
Grammar.
At saka ang hindi rin maganda dun sa mga bata na they speak English, pero napansin ko usually wrong grammar. Yeah. Tapos when they go to school and they start to get into the English subject, nahihirapan sila because of the grammar, but they speak English.
That's different ang
So, yung unlearning, unlearning.
Mahirap, yung unlearning.
But for us, it's really more of being able, for the child to be being able to express, no?
Yes.
And besides, it's also convenient for whoever the adult with the child, no? Hindi na kailangan pahirapan yung kasama na dapat mag-English ka, kung ano pa lang tuloy maturo, di ba? But, ang maganda lang is they're able to speak, they're able to converse.
Yes.
Yun ang
Yun yung importante. Kasi yung language naman in the child development, even in the competency, pag lumaki tayo, pag sinabi nating language, communication, verbal communication, hindi naman yung pagalingan mag-English.
Oo nga.
It's effective communication.
Yes.
So maganda ka nga pakinggan kasi English, but what's the substance? Naintindihan ba yung sinasabi mo?
Correct. Coach, let's just pause for a while for some reminders. All right. And for you guys who are there watching us, if you have any experience growing up, no, what were the things that you enjoyed as a child, no? Ano ba yung pinagpapagawa ng mga parents niyo sa inyo, no? Would you be able to remember? Can you remember kung ano yun? Or ano yung mga pinapagawa niyo naman sa mga anak?
Huwag kayong mahiya. Huwag kayong mahiya.
Whether it's, whatever it was, no? Share. All right? So, we'll be right back. Thank you.
Ayan.
Uy, malapit na kwentong Alzheimer's Before You Forget, coming soon.
Tanaw ni nagaprograma para sa mag-lolo ug lola.
Hi, ako si Jomito dito sa Sedona, Arizona. Excited na ako sama-sama sa TLC. Japakaldo po, malapit at excited na.
Hello mga kababayan, inaaniyahan ko po kayong panoorin ang mga kwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa.
Ako po si Dr. Salvador Brigantes, excited na ako.
Sangkay, si Brother Moses Siling. Subaybayan natin ni Dr. Eva Aranas Angel. Kami dahil ang upay ni Papa.
Sa December 4 na po, abangan!
Hello, salut! Please watch the Tita Eva Show. Kwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa. Sama-sama sa TLC. Au revoir!
Okay, we're back, no?
We're back. We're back with Coach Bell, and earlier she was demonstrating, no, the how to make edible clay or safe clay at home, no, using your very own kitchen items, no.
Materials.
Alright.
And mayroon siyang nilabas eh. Mayroon siyang 4 na ano dyan, no?
Ano na to?
May mga jars kasi, no? May mga, ayan.
Okay.
Oo,
So,
may laman, no? Sige, no? I'm excited kung anong gagawin niya dun sa 4 jars na yan.
Alright, so before I proceed to the jars, eto, meron na nagawa yung aking assistant na popsicle. Popsicle clay.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So it also develops the creativity.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the next activity that I'm doing is, actually, mulaan nyo ano to?
Sand.
Rice.
It's
Alam ko rice.
So dapat di ba edible?
Pero pwede na rin sunrise. Sunrise. Pwede.
Sunrise. Okay. So ito, mga bottles lang to na nasa kitchen lang din.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what we are going to do now is we will already include kasi the sense of hearing, no? The sense of
Okay.
so this is actually a rice. So lagyan lang po natin siya ng color. Yan, drop of food color. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sige.
Oh,
Assistant, please put. Gusto mo pala. Yung tatlo, nagawa ko na yung red. So I just cover it, no? I would cover it with the lid, and then shake.
Oh wow, okay yan. Shake. Di ba?
So, diba? They like it, diba? Gusto nila ng rappel.
I also like the sound.
The sound. But for demonstration purposes, ginamit ko dito is bottle na glass. Pero
Glass.
sa actual, pag may mga bata, you can use the PET bottle.
Okay.
Yung sa mga PET bottle.
For it to be safer.
Yeah,
para safer. Tsaka mas maingay yon. Pagkatapos
parang pamasko. Chinese Pasko.
Yes.
Meron na siyang, then you can use this already when you do the dance. Yeah,
pwede.
Diba? So we have the
Green.
Green. So yan. So they already have the sense of hearing, the sense of sight. So iba-ibang colors. Green. Ayan na. Green and red and yellow. Yes,
Yellow. Wow.
Yellow. And mas exciting to na activity after ng bata. Kasi after natin siya na yung color, you can actually combine everything. Ayan. Combine natin yung color.
Okay.
Colors. Madikit. Madikit else. Marami yung yung siguro mga 3 drops lang. And then the blue. Okay. Are you shake it? Kasi parang nagdikit. Nasobrahan yung kanya. Okay. So you already have in one jar.
Nice.
Yan. Diba? You have different colors. It's a rainbow. Diba? Nakita niya, rainbow.
Ganda.
You shake this again. No? Shake nila ulit. Shake nila ulit. And then, the best activity is you ask them to segregate the colors after.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And mind you, they will do it religiously.
Oh, wow. That teaches them to really focus.
Yeah, focus, patience, values din, no? May mga values yan.
Patience.
Pagawa ko sa akin, love. Pagawa ko sa akin.
Sige.
Pagawa sa akin, bukas.
So,
pero yung 3-in-1 coffee.
3-in-1 coffee. Hanapin mo ang sugar.
Separate the sugar, and the coffee, and the milk.
Yeah. So after this, you prepare 4 plastic bowls. Tapos ipa-segregate sa kanila. Ayan. Pwede din, yung ibang parents actually naging mas creative and innovative. Nilalagay doon nila sa palanggana. yung bata. So, pinapaupo nila sa palanggana, binubuhos to doon para they can also experience the sensory feeling sa legs nila, sa mga ano nila, diba? Then, doon na nila sa
May bagong
palanggana.
creation yung assistant mo, coach.
Oo, ano yan?
Ano to? Christmas tree? Christmas tree daw.
Wow! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Ayan, marami na siya nagawa dito sa tabi ko. Ayan.
Coach, before we proceed, we have a comment from Coach from Doc Arwin, no? And he's saying, when I went to a mental health center in KL, they had a psycho art therapy session there for kids, which is a popular session. And when I went to a drug rehab center in Prosperidad, Agusan del Sur in 2018, they used
Centangol.
Centangle
Coloring. Yeah.
Oh, where I got the ideas for my San Lakbay, which is a community-based drug rehab program, and it can be a very effective session. Thank you for sharing, Dr. Arwin, Doc Arwin. All right, and of course, our toddler is saying, Sandy is saying, I don't have kiddos. Yes, not yet, Sandy. Okay, I don't have kiddos, but having two younger siblings and a baby, Alexa, no, who we kept borrowing before. Kasi kami, coach, we had a baby na hinihiram namin sa sa angel namin, sa helper namin. So we also treated her like our own, no. So yeah, so that's Alexa. We kept borrowing her before. I was a batang tita. With Alexa, she loved to watch movies and talk about the movies too. Her favorites were Lion King and Frozen, and she would identify the characters and what would happen in the story. Wow. Thank you for sharing, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
But what Coach Bell is showing us now, no, for those who have toddlers and for those who plan to have kids, ways of keeping our children, no, our toddlers occupied, no, with activities which stimulate our sensories, no, and then also push us for focus and that and all that stuff. So yeah, so go ahead, Coach Bell. Thank you for your comments, Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy, that's what we call bibliotherapy.
Bibliotherapy.
You be when you're in story reading and then you
story, yes.
Parang yan, bibliotherapy. So kasama din siya sa arts therapy. Pati yung sinabi kanina ni Doc Arwin, yung Zen Tango. Yeah, kasama din yan. So marami yan.
No? They really absorb, no, whatever you show them, no, and like for example, when you
tabula rasa, di ba?
When you read, like for example, when you read a story, even when they follow you, even the tone, the highs and lows of your voice, sunod na sunod nila, di ba? So it's good. It's good that we have those activities at home, and it's something that we can do together rather than just leaving a tablet.
Yeah, and that's the easiest thing to do right now, diba? Parents will just,
give the cell phone.
Okay, maingay ka. Diba?
That's the danger kasi ginagawa ng parents na yaya yung mga gadgets.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Tapos i-add ko lang this one, the rice.
Hello.
You can actually mix this also with the clay. Para mas may siya.
With clay.
Texture. Yeah. Para may texture.
Parang different textures na, may smooth and then the grainy texture of the rice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yep. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. I just want to share also that kasi yung na-mention kanina ni Coach Senas, no, that kasi when the kids follow us, because the best way really to do parenting to our children is by modeling. So the kids will absorb everything that they see, they often hear, yung reinforcements, no, ng environment. So that is why very important then before kasi when I had the parents would tell me na teacher, yung anak ko kasi late na matulog. So
Mm-mm.
tinatanong ko siya, ikaw ba anong oras ka matulog?
Ayun.
Correct.
That is why when we started to have kids, ano talaga siya, it was intentional for both of us, for my husband and me, kay John. Wala kaming cable sa bahay. Our kids grew up
okay.
without cable. They grew up without internet. So, if not of pandemic, wala talaga kaming internet sa bahay. They can only use internet if may research or if we go out to have coffee sa coffee shop. Ayan, kaya happy sila. Kaya siguro it's also very important na nakatulong siya sa amin kasi walang distraction. Walang distraction sa kids.
You are forced to interact with each other.
Yes.
Yeah. We were forced to interact with each other. Kaya hanggang ngayon, pag kumakain kami, ang ingay. Kasi kwentuhan. No? So that's why when my kids went to school, I would not check if mataas ang grades nila. But I would check if how are they with their classmates. So when I learned that pinag-aagawan sila to be a best friend of the classmates, so sabi ko okay na yon.
Doing good.
Doing good because everything else will follow. If the child is happy, if the child has a good interaction with the classmates, so it will follow. The environment will also be happy for her. So the happy brain is a receptive brain. So the grades will just follow. No, the grades will just follow. So that's ang importante is kasi we develop them, we help them to become adults, to be prepared as adults, no? Kasi pagdating ng panahon, yun naman yung pinakamatagal natin na stage ng buhay. So the childhood would only last for like first stage is 7 years up to 12 years, di ba? Tapos teenager na sila, mag-adult na. So kaya importante yun na we prepare them for that eventuality.
Yes.
Pero dapat kulang tayo.
Correct.
Masyadong let them experience kasi I'm not sure kasi si Coach Sisoy, memorize niya siguro yung sa Proverbs na verse about parenting na parang sinasabi niya doon na if you prepare your child to to be the person that she or he is, hindi yan mawawala sa kanya hanggang paglaki niya.
Coach, meron ding may mga additional experience dito si Sandy na sinishare, no? She said, I remember Alexa,
Alexa.
Okay, with the sisters naman, tea parties. Okay, this one. I remember with Alexa, I would babysit her all the time. Kasi etong si Sandy talaga, nanghihiram talaga ito ng baby, no? And I would babysit her all the time and we would put makeup on each other. So, motor skills din and colors.
Yeah.
The makeup thing was actually really fun and educational. Wow, Sans, educational, ha? And she would know how light to brush on the eyeshadow and not to hit my eye. How much lipstick to put on me and color within the lines and brush my eyebrows and lashes. Wow. So very educational for both of you, Sandy, no? Yeah, so natututo pala si Alexa na mag-makeup from you, ha?
Yes.
But more importantly, of course, motor skills and identifying colors and control and all that stuff. And Sandy is also saying the sisters naman, tea parties are amazing. Socializing with each other and their toys. Play, cooking, and setting the table, cleaning up after. Yes, correct.
But there's ang maganda doon kasi may activity.
In my interaction.
May interaction and it's all available.
Yes.
No, hindi mo kailangan i-charge. Hindi mo kailangan i-load.
Hindi mo kailangan
Tapos you need to interact in order to do it.
And to enjoy it.
To enjoy it. Ito kasi mga gadgets yan, wala ikaw lang.
Wala, oo. And the danger of a child na nakaharap sa gadgets, kasi yung eyes ng bata, that's the least developed paglabas. It's the least developed paglabas. Kaya kailangan paglabas, di ba? Kailangan nag-move siya palagi.
Yeah.
Nag-move, may nakakita, di ba? So, if the child would always look at the gadget, di ba? Nakaganon lang siya, hindi nag-move yung kanyang iris eh.
Yes.
Hindi nag-move yung kanyang iris. So, there's a danger na nakagano na yung eyes niya, pero yung brain niya, ano stimulate, for example, the kid is watching yung mga cartoons na bilis tumakbo.
Yes.
So, hindi ngayon magmamatch yung kanyang, yung actual dun sa kanyang brain.
So, ano niya. Yeah.
So, it will have a danger. Kaya, di ba, pag tinignan mo yung bata, parang hindi marunong tumingin, usually nagkakaroon
attention niya, no?
Developmental delay. Yeah, nagkakaroon ng developmental delay. Kasi it's not hindi siya yung totoong world. So, nandoon siya sa ibang world.
Nandun sa virtual world niya.
Virtual world.
Oo, it's not the real world. So, kaya kailangan i-move talaga siya.
Wow, ang ganda na natapos, ha?
Meron ng rice. Christmas lights daw yan.
Nice.
Wow.
Pasilip naman ng assistant mo dyan, coach.
Pasilip naman. Say hi.
Hi.
Ayaw magpakita.
Shy ba?
Shy daw siya. But kasi yan, artist. So, and then I remember sabi ni Sandy kanina yung makeup. Kasi itong anak ko, that's also part of our activity. She would always ask me, Mom, are you available for makeup session? So she will do makeup on me. Then that's true, no? It's also another bonding activity. So and then you are already starting to develop a skill for the child. So hindi mo alam pagdating ng panahon that the child
nagtago talaga, ayaw talaga magpakita.
You never know, the child one day will become, the highest paid makeup artist.
Yeah,
pwede. It's already a skill. And then yung
the strokes, di ba? Parang for those who have learned to use a brush early on, parang very amazing, no? Yung mga strokes nila develop agad, no? In a few weeks of, doing it.
And I remember pala, Zen, kanina na-mention ni Doc yung Zen Tango. There is another way also of yung arts therapy to relax your brain. Ang is doodling.
Doodling?
Ano ang tawag?
Doodling. Doodles,
yeah.
Doodles.
Oh, yeah, di ba?
Doodling. It has kasi.
Di ba sa school, pag medyo you want to focus, kung ano-ano lang dinodraw sa pen mo.
Tama,
pero,
but
you're actually focusing on the
it has no specific direction, free-flowing lang siya. So it's a way of relaxing also pag halimbawa may exam. So like mga anak ko pag medyo ka na stress, you do doodling. So they have their notebook, they have their pens. Pag you doodle. And then eventually yung mga doodles nila, it will become a work of art.
Yes. Actually, si Sisoy, coach, before, when the two younger kids were very small, what he would do is he would give them a piece of paper and some
ball pens.
Crayons, watercolor, and they would paint anything for anything. No, he would just tell them, sige, mag-drawing kayo. Tapos, they would sell it to him. 5 pesos, daddy. And so it's all there in one cabinet.
Yeah.
Diba? It's a very good reinforcement. No? Kasi nga,
and when they were very, very young, what we did also was we take the calendar. Di ba malaki siya ng piece of paper? And yung old calendar, put them on the floor. And then that's where they draw. No? So, para you protect also the floor. But minsan talaga maglampas, nandun talaga yun sa margins, no? Beyond the margins of the paper, nandun sa floor. But it's okay. It keeps them occupied.
Yeah. That's good. Yung floor na exercise na yan, yung picture nga na binigay ko na isa kay Sisoy, di ba? Ay, ito, coach. Yung sa background.
Yung nasa cover, no? Nasa background.
Mga kids yan na drawing sa malaking paper on the floor. So that's another exercise that's very helpful. Yeah.
Yes, ang dami nating natutunan.
Yeah, tonight. No, ako rin, something new.
Something that you can do with your future grandchildren.
Pwede. Okay.
You remember these things ha, para hindi
Yes.
na gadget yung ano.
Yes, tama, tama.
Pinapalaro
Hindi,
natin.
hindi gadget yung ibigay ni Lolo Sisoy na gift.
Hindi,
sa mga
ano yan, hindi din yan magbibigay ng gadget. Papel and crayon yan.
Kuripot kuripot.
So ngayon, dagdagan mo na ng bigas tsaka flour.
Bigas.
Yeah.
And
Food coloring, no? Galing, no?
Food
Ang
coloring.
ganda ng experience, no? I'm seeing it, no? So, love, no?
Oh yes, we are the time check 9:30. Wow, it's been an hour, Coach Bell, no? A lot of things we have done. 2 activities only, but we have learned so much, no? And turning the very ordinary things in the kitchen into something very wonderful for the children. No, that is really something that can be done. And we parents can just be very, very creative, no, to keep our children occupied at the same time learn from these activities at home.
So we would like, no, to ask Coach Bell, no? So para bang yung closing mo and ma-advise mo, challenge sa mga parents ngayon
Young
or mga
parents
grandparents na nanonood,
Grandparents.
would-be parents. Okay, so ano kayang pwedeng sabihin ni Coach Bell, no? Regarding tips, parenting.
Una siguro just relax, no? Because these children, they need to experience to learn. They need to experience to learn. Allow them to experience it so that it's going to be them who would realize. So like for example, when my kid yung panganay ko was 3 years old, merong pin light sa may bar, kasi may bar dito dati sa bahay, pinatanggal ko na. May pin light sa ilalim, mga pin lights. Siguro maganda kasi tingnan yung pin lights, di ba? So 3-year-old kid. So pag nilalagay siya ng yaya niya doon sa bar, tinatry niya hawakan. Tinatry niya hawakan. So sabi ng yaya, wag. So the more that the yaya will say wag, mapasok ka.
Yes.
The more na the kid will do it. So sabi ko sa yaya, hayaan mo. May mapasok then let her realize. Tingnan mo kung umulit. So nung napasok nga, hanggang ngayon hindi niya makalimutan. 3 years old siya, hindi niya makalimutan. I will never touch again anything daw na mainit kasi mapapasok siya. So, so ganoon para when they grow up, meron na silang wisdom, na hindi kailangan i-feed sa kanila lahat. No, hindi kailangan i-feed sa kanila lahat. But as a parent, we need also to be a coach. No, let them know ano ang dapat, ano ang ginawa mo, ano ang magiging impact niyan.
Yes.
So,
the decision, action, and the possible consequences. They have to know all this, no?
And it starts with Coach Sen, di ba? When the kid starts to decide on what to wear.
Yes.
Let them be. Because that's the start of decision making for the kid.
Okay.
And pag lumakas sila, masasabi
let you wear what you want to wear. That's one of the arguments that we have.
I was about to say that.
We have our
ako
young
naman kasi okay ako basta as long na hindi lang siya indecent.
Yeah.
I respect their choices.
Dalaga na yan. Yung
but when they were young, they were like, I want this, that. Okay. But now that they're older, you get to be a little, what are you wearing?
Mix and match na lang sila. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach
Bell,
thank you.
Tonight, thank you very much.
A lot of learning, and I'm sure our audience right now have enjoyed the night, no? And for those who are going to watch the replay, no, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot, no? All right?
And yes, and no, pag during sa replay, Coach Bell, pwede mo tinan yung comments sila, pwede ka rin mag-reply sa kanila. That's the beauty of this platform na ginagamit natin. Okay, so it's been a very tawag nito, no? Exciting, no? Exciting kasi ibang guest na yun
perception.
May ginagawa, di ba? May tayo, learning by doing.
Activity kasi normally it's just talkies na. So it's really something new for us tonight. Thank you for tonight, Coach Bell.
Okay, so Coach Bell, no? Thank you and God bless you and your family.
Yes, and for everyone, we'll see you again next Tuesday no, on another exciting night and another hour of discussion on whatever that matters to the family, no?
Yes.
So on another Choose Family Tuesday,
sama-sama
sama-sama
sa TLC. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.